You and your and all of your staff and everything, you do an awful lot more than just feed us. There's an awful lot of economic activity that goes on that sometimes people aren't aware of. And myself has not been until you and I spoke about what opportunities were out there. Here's the problem we have, sir. The Economic Research Service, I think was in your all's bailiwick, develops various codes and criteria to help define rural America. I look at it the way I look at it is about 66 million people live in what I would consider rural America. And currently there's no code accurately that captures the mountainous rural areas. It's much different. Mountainous rural versus agriculture rural is two different things. That's something we have not been able to see, and it's difficult for us to do anything as far as building towers to internet and all this, and delivering those services are so much more expensive. So the project was started in 2021, and as of today, we have not seen the Phase 1 published report. If you could give us any update on that, if you have it. If not, get back to me on that.
Well, I will have to get back to you on it, Senator, but I would say this is an ongoing problem in terms of the definition of rural. There are multiple definitions.
Oh, I know.
Which creates a lot of confusion and a lot of uncertainty. So we're happy to work with you on that.
As a former governor and serving, and yourself and I, we serve together, but as former governor, you have a lot of ruralness in Iowa. You know, the problem that happens, I've seen this since I've been here 12 years, is when money's dispersed, whether it's in education, whether it's in health care, whether it's in agriculture, whatever it is, the rural areas do not get their proportionate share. So if there's 20% of the population that's classified living in a rural area, in my state, I don't have one town, I don't have one city bigger than 50,000 people. So I'm a state of towns, 1,800,000 people in a state of towns. But it's as rural as it gets, and it's as wonderful, as wild and wonderful, it's as wonderful as it gets, but they get left out. And we look at the national money that goes to rural America, it's only about 7, 8, 9% of federal funding. Because I guess showing the biggest bang for your buck is better if you have 1 million people versus 50,000 people. But the services are just as needed. That's the problem we're running into.
Well, they are, but there's also a contribution that rural America makes, a disproportionate contribution it makes to our military.
Oh.
People often forget that a disproportionate number of our military come from those small towns in West Virginia and Iowa.
Appalachia, especially. Let me go into this one here. President Biden requested another $400 million of the Reconnect program, okay, in his fiscal 24 budget he just put out. That's in addition to the $348 million we had in the last budget, and that is on top of the $2 billion in the bipartisan infrastructure bill. So we put billions of dollars out there.
Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday to all of you. A new piece of legislation could be signed into law this year. Several senators have officially proposed Social Security benefits to be increased to help seniors and retirees with the rising cost of living. Monthly benefits would be increased by $2,400 a year. My dear friends, this is important news, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be giving away 3 $75 Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Millions of seniors today rely on Social Security to cover their bills in retirement. And for many older Americans, those benefits are their primary or only source of income. The problem, though, is that Social Security is facing a funding shortfall. The program's main revenue source is payroll taxes, but in the coming years, that source is expected to shrink. Now, Social Security has trust funds it can tap into to keep up with scheduled benefits, even once its payroll tax revenue is cut. But once those funds are depleted, Social Security may have to reduce benefits, despite the financial upheaval that recipients are apt to experience as a result. Meanwhile, the Social Security trustees just released their latest report, and it contains one piece of unfavorable news. The Social Security trustees are now projecting that the program's trust funds will be out of money by the year 2034. At that point, Social Security will only have the financial means to pay 80% of scheduled benefits. What makes this news particularly disturbing is that 2034 was not the projected trust fund depletion date that the trustees pointed to last year. Rather, it was 2035. So basically, this latest report puts benefit cuts 1 year ahead of its last year's anticipated timeline. Benefit cuts are bad news for current workers who hope to collect their share of Social Security once they retire. But there are even worse news for the millions of seniors who are already retired and cannot afford a hit to their income. It is possible that lawmakers will come up with a viable solution to fix Social Security so that benefits don't have to be cut, or at least not to the tune of 20%. But as of right now, there is no official solution in the works, and that's problematic, seeing as how the program's trust funds could be out of money in a little more than a decade. One proposal that's been floated to pump more money into Social Security is to raise the full retirement age, which is when seniors are entitled to their full monthly benefits based on their respective earnings histories. Currently, the full retirement age is 67 years old for anyone born in 1960 or later. Moving that age to 68 or 69 years old buys Social Security some financial leeway, but it also might force millions of hardworking Americans to delay their retirement when they'd rather not. Another potential means of avoiding benefit cuts is to raise a Social Security tax rate, but that could put a strain on workers who are already losing a large chunk of their money to income taxes. All told, preventing Social Security cuts will not be easy, but apparently lawmakers now have even less time to put a solution in place. Even if they don't act quickly, millions of retired Americans might find themselves teetering on the edge of poverty when their primary source of income is slashed substantially. Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders have introduced legislation to increase Social Security benefits by $2,400 and adopt the Consumer Price Index for the elderly to determine cost of living adjustments for Social Security beneficiaries. The Social Security Expansion Act strengthens Social Security's financial foundations by increasing revenue dedicated to support the program. The bill would also impose a 12.4% tax on investment income for all individuals who earn more than $200,000 a year and couples earning more than $250,000 annually. This is in addition to the 3.8% net investment income tax they pay under the Affordable Care Act. While advocacy groups support these positions, some believe providing additional Social Security benefits for the enhanced contributions of high earners would better preserve the earned nature of the Social Security program. Lawmakers that sponsored the bill said in a recent statement, the bill would also help low-income workers stay out of poverty by improving the special minimum benefit, restore student benefits up to age 22 for children of disabled or deceased workers, as well as strengthen benefits for senior citizens and individuals with disabilities. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about this bill? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my magnificent and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Wednesday. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing 3 winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed day.